Hey there, Letters Daily family. What time are you watching this video, and where are you tuning in from? Drop a comment below, I'd love to hear from you. Alright, let's dive right into today's letter and see what unfolds.
When I was a child, my nights were marked by a sinister presence that seemed to invade the sanctuary of my bedroom. I remember the paralyzing fear I felt each night as I lay in bed, unable to escape the whispers that emanated from the walls. These whispers were not mere noises but carried an eerie, malevolent undertone that made my skin crawl. They spoke in hushed tones, weaving fragmented sentences that hinted at dark and unsettling things I couldn't fully understand. They would mention shadowy figures, dark omens, and cryptic warnings that left me shivering under my blankets. The voices were a constant source of anxiety, and my parents, though well-meaning, were dismissive of my fears. They would tell me that it was just my imagination, a byproduct of my active mind. Their reassurances did little to comfort me, as the whispers seemed too real, too persistent to be mere figments of my imagination. I would often lie awake in the dark, staring at the ceiling, trying to decipher the messages of the voices that haunted me. As the years went by, the whispers faded, replaced by the more mundane challenges of growing up. The fears of my childhood were pushed to the back of my mind as I navigated through school, friendships, and eventually adulthood. I convinced myself that the whispers were nothing more than childhood nightmares, a product of my vivid imagination. The house where I had experienced those fears was left behind, and I moved forward with my life, leaving the whispers as a distant memory. But life has a way of dredging up the past when you least expect it. After several years, I found myself in a situation that required me to return to my childhood home. The move was both a return to familiarity and a reminder of the past I had tried to leave behind. The house, with its familiar creaky floorboards and the scent of old wood, was a poignant reminder of my childhood. I thought that moving back would be a nostalgic journey, a chance to reconnect with my roots. However, it soon became clear that the past had not been as easily forgotten as I had hoped. Almost immediately upon moving back, I began to experience the return of the whispers. At first, they were faint, barely audible murmurs that I could easily dismiss. But as time went on, the whispers grew louder and more insistent. They seemed to seep through the walls, carrying with them a chilling familiarity that brought the fears of my childhood rushing back. The whispers were no longer just distant echoes but a palpable presence that filled the silence of the night. The content of the whispers had changed. They now seemed to have an intimate knowledge of my current life, talking about recent events, personal struggles, and even private thoughts. They spoke with a clarity that was both disturbing and disorienting. It was as though they had been watching me all these years, gathering information to use against me. The voices discussed details about my relationships, career, and personal insecurities with unsettling precision. They seemed to know things that were deeply private, things I had never shared with anyone. The whispers didn't just talk about my past, they began making predictions about my future. These forecasts ranged from minor inconveniences to major life changes. At first, I tried to dismiss these predictions as coincidences. However, as time went on, the accuracy of the whispers became undeniable. Their forecasts came true with a chilling regularity, making it difficult to ignore their presence. The whispers spoke of future events with an unsettling certainty, leaving me in a state of constant anxiety. One night, the whispers gave me a chilling warning about an impending crisis in my personal life. The next day, the exact situation unfolded as described. The shock of seeing the whispers' predictions come to life was overwhelming. It was as if they had a hand in shaping my reality, dictating the course of my life with a malevolent intent. The fear that the whispers could control or influence my future was both profound and paralyzing. As the whispers continued to intrude upon my life, my nights became a battleground of dread. I would lie awake, trying to ignore their cryptic messages, but the whispers seemed to seep into every corner of my mind. The sense of paranoia grew as I became increasingly afraid of what the voices might reveal next. The uncertainty about my future became a constant source of anxiety, making it difficult to find peace. Desperate for answers, I turned to research. I delved into the history of the house, hoping to uncover any clues that might explain the return of the voices. I scoured old records, spoke with former residents, and consulted with experts in the field of paranormal phenomena. Despite my efforts, I found no concrete explanations. The whispers persisted, their messages growing more cryptic and alarming. In my quest for understanding, I also explored the possibility that the whispers were a manifestation of my own fears and insecurities. I examined my personal life, my mental health, and my past experiences, trying to find a rational explanation for the voices. But the accuracy of their predictions and the depth of their knowledge made it difficult to dismiss them as mere psychological phenomena. The whispers had a presence that felt real and malevolent, leaving me trapped in a cycle of fear and anticipation. The whispers have become a constant reminder of the fears of my childhood, now amplified by their disturbing accuracy and the dark predictions they make. Each night brings a new wave of anxiety as I lie in bed, waiting for the whispers to reveal their next unsettling forecast. The sense of helplessness and dread is overwhelming, and I am left grappling with the fear of what the voices might tell me next and whether there is a way to alter the future they seem to predict so confidently. The voices that once haunted my childhood have returned to unsettle my present and foretell my future. I am caught between the echoes of my past and the uncertainties of my future, left to wonder whether these whispers are simply a manifestation of my deepest fears or if they are part of something far more sinister. As I navigate this chilling experience, I am haunted by the fear of what the future holds and the relentless whispers that seem to control it. Living with the constant presence of these voices has become a daily struggle. I find myself obsessively analyzing their messages, trying to decipher their meaning and determine if there is a way to change the course of events they predict. The fear of the unknown and the lack of control over my own future are paralyzing, and I am left to grapple with the haunting possibility that my life is being manipulated by forces beyond my understanding. The whispers have become a dark cloud that looms over my existence, casting a shadow over every aspect of my life. They serve as a constant reminder of the fears and uncertainties that have plagued me since childhood. As I try to make sense of their presence and their predictions, I am left with a profound sense of dread and a desperate need for answers. In the end, I am left to confront the terrifying reality that the voices from my past are not just echoes of childhood fears but a haunting presence that shapes my present and my future. The whispers that once terrified me as a child have returned with a renewed intensity, and I am left to navigate a world where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural are increasingly blurred. As I face the unsettling truths revealed by the voices, I am left to wonder if there is a way to escape their influence or if I am doomed to be forever haunted by their dark predictions.
If you enjoyed this letter and want more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for daily updates. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions and reactions. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.